to my channel. As promised, here are some more just unique things that I've noticed about Germany that definitely makes it stand apart from the US. Most of these are just weird and random, but I feel like I'm probably not the only one who notices some of these things. So for other Americans who are coming to Germany for the first time, here are some things that you're probably going to notice. Okay, right off the bat, after I got off my flight, I didn't even leave the airport, but I was just around a large amount of people, and one thing that stuck out, and it continues to stick out even yesterday, just that majority of the people smell really good. And this goes for men and women, but you can tell like everyone really appreciates a good perfume or cologne. I cannot tell you how many times I've just been walking down the street and maybe I'll pass someone, even if like I'm in a huge crowd, like certain people will pass by and I will do like a double take just because like they smell so good. It makes you like want to go up to them and ask them what are they wearing. This happens all the time to me, and this might sound really weird, but ever since I got here, this is just something that I notice. Bubbly water, sparkly water, carbonated water, whatever you want to say, it's everywhere. Everywhere. They take it really serious here. Really serious. It's so much so I'm really surprised like this isn't some type of German stereotype, you know? People want to talk about lederhosen and beer, but really they should be talking about sparkly water, because guys, even at the gym, people are working out and they're sweating, and usually I'm used to seeing like, you know, Gatorades or Propel, like sports drinks or water, just regular bottled water, but they're drinking the sparkly bubbly water while doing sport. It's just like they really like this stuff. And when I first got here, it was just something that I was just so against. There's a lot of changes going on, and so I think maybe it's just a part of my personality, but it's just some changes I just resisted. The only fridges I ever see with that bubbly Pierre water are like on MTV Cribs and stuff. This is like a delicacy. Like I'd go to a train station and I'd be hungry and I would like pick a bottle that I thought, okay, for sure, this is just mineral Wasser. It's just mineral water. It's not gonna have any carbonation. It doesn't look like it has any carbonation. And usually the ones that have carbonation, usually they're like in big bottles, but I learned very quickly that even the smaller bottles will have carbonation too. So I can't even use size to determine if it has the bubbly stuff in it or not. Now, of course, I can read, but just like from afar. Just from afar, if I'm pointing at something, I try to just pick the one that probably does not have the bubbly stuff in it, and it just does not matter. Every time I pick wrong. But now I like it. Now, I've got the bubbly water. Oh no, what is happening to me? I like it, I really do. And I always make sure I have at least one bottle in the fridge. No, other people go crazy. They will stock up their entire cupboard with these. I'm not that crazy, but I'll have at least one bottle in the fridge at all times. Ooh, let's play a game. Looks like just a bag of coffee. Open it up. It's even shaped like the bags of coffee like you'd get in the States. I'm not a coffee drinker, by the way, so this doesn't really bother me, but when I first saw this, I thought it was really weird. This is their coffee. It comes in packets. Don't ask me how you use this, because like I said, I don't care for coffee, so I haven't tried to use it in any coffee machine, no matter where I'm at. Like, I never use it, but anyways, both places that I've been have these interesting little coffee packet bags, and I'm just assuming that they don't have loose ground coffee here, or it's just not that popular, but yeah, it's a coffee pad. Okay, this one shocks me every time. I see these a lot. Okay, Americans, you're gonna see these a ton. Now, at home, no one I know smokes. Like, it's just a dying hobby. Like, well, it's not dying, it's dead. It's pretty much just dead. I don't know anyone who smokes. If I see someone smoking, it's so weird. It's so weird. No one smokes. But here, everybody smokes. Everybody. And it's not just like one type of person, or it's just, you'll see lots of different types of people. What am I trying to say here? I don't know. Okay, so like the elderly, for example, okay, I say smoking's dead, and if I see someone smoking, then it's just like really, really weird. Yes, usually it's like an old person smoking, okay? They're just doing it just out of habit. Maybe they can't quit. They've been doing it their entire life. I understand, kind of. But here you'll see even young people smoking. You'll see kids smoking. Kids who are not supposed to be smoking. It's very much alive, and it's because of European sales, now we know. One thing you'll see are cigarette machines. Machines dedicated specifically for cigarettes. So there's, well, I don't know, because I haven't really looked at it close. So perhaps some of them would offer maybe gum or something. I don't know, but from looking afar, it looks like it's just cigarettes. I'll have to see. I don't know. I have a video of it, because you'll see these on the side of the streets. Even in neighborhoods, like you could be walking in the suburb, and all of a sudden you see like a cigarette machine. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, where did that come from? Out of nowhere. It's just a cigarette machine. I've noticed them a lot, like downstairs, next to the bathrooms. There'll be a cigarette machine. Maybe one day, like, I'll try to actually investigate and see like all what is in there. Another thing you will notice are old telephone, wow, what were those things called? Telephone homes? Telephone stands? What do you call that little thing? I've never used one, and I think my generation missed out on that phenomena of just having payphones and or cool little phone houses. We're just gonna call it a phone house. I'm sorry. So sorry. But they're here too, and I've seen some T-Mobile payphones, which are interesting. It's just a random T-Mobile payphone. But one thing that I've noticed is that they've completely renovated the old telephone booth. Everybody, it's a telephone booth. I'm so sorry. I'm in my bed editing this right now, and I don't know what my issue is. It's definitely a telephone booth. They even made a movie about telephone booths. Anyways, back to the video. Telephone house into a book exchange. It is so cool. So you have all these books in there, and I think it probably works the same as our book exchanges, where just you take a book and you replace the book, or maybe they just borrow the book. I don't know. I guess you can do both, but I thought it was really awesome. I've seen people actually donating books, or maybe they're bringing the books back. I don't know, but I actually see people using these, and it's really, really, really cool. Everyone back home, like, guys, working in a library for years is just most people are like, oh, you work at a library? Like they're shocked that those things still exist, and it's like, yes. Barely get funding. Well, mine was private, but anyways, the libraries are like dying, and people just, they act like they haven't read since school, and most people will actually admit to you, like, the last book I read, I was in school, so it's just like a dying hobby. Bread machines. They have bread machines, and I first noticed this in Aldi's. My first time in Aldi's was last month, and it went a little awkward, but it's okay. This bread machine, maybe I shouldn't add this to the video because I didn't get a video of it, and you guys really need to see what it looks like because it's so bizarre. And you push pretty much buttons. So think of a vending machine, but out comes like a loaf of bread or a pastry. And it actually looks fresh. So it's not wrapped up in plastic or anything. It's literally just like a roll coming out of this machine. It's so weird. I probably should not have this in. I haven't tried to use them just because I'm resisting change. Okay, if I'm being honest, I just don't know how it works. I think you push a button. Now this one took me a while to realize, actually a few months probably, and I ended up like texting a friend about this, but there aren't liquor stores Like I was looking for a specific whiskey and I couldn't find it in one store, and so I was like, okay, so am I going to go like from supermarket to supermarket looking for this? Or I mean, sometimes you can get alcohol, well not sometimes, but all the time you can get alcohol even if you're like at the train station. Like it's fairly easy to get. It's offered certain places that you would not think you'd be able to get alcohol. So it's like you can get it everywhere, but you're only going to be able to get certain types and certain brands. I'm just out of luck because the kind that I want is actually not here. So if you're going to a party or you're hosting or something and you're trying to make, you know, specific drinks and you need, you know, a specific brand or something, you'll just have to go to different supermarkets and hope you can find it, or just random stores. But sometimes, because sometimes it's different, and I also feel like the inventory changes a lot. So things that they had 2 weeks ago, they might not have now. But they do have some really cool things that we do not have. Okay, ready? They have Jack and Coke or Morgan and Coke already mixed for you. So I'm just going to end this video here before I get just randomly cut off. Stay tuned.